Top of the morning, top of the league, my peoples. Arsenal goes 7 points clear of City at the top of the Premier League. We ran out 4-2 winners against Brighton at the Amex. They are a bogey team no more. Let's get into it. Good morning, my peoples, and welcome back to the counterattack. I hope you and yours are doing very, very well. This morning, the Arsenal head down to the south coast to take on Brighton. The good old Seagulls. And I looked up the lineup this morning, and it's pretty much all the usual suspects, as usual for Mikel Arteta, except Zinchenko. He comes in for Tierney. He just offers just a different look at left back than Kieran Tierney. And honestly, Brighton are not in great form. They're missing a ton of players, so I was expecting a win today. I had barely settled in, my people, when Arsenal are up 1-0 already. Bukayo Saka, 66 seconds in, I believe. Amazing early start, and that's just Arsenal these days. Partey, he manages to stop a counter, and Martinelli's shot, I think it deflects actually twice, comes to Saka. He's our fox in the box lately. He slots it past Sanchez, and Arsenal are up 1-0. Really, really great start. Another fast start down that left-hand side, especially after the goal, because I had barely settled in and I was already celebrating in goal. But after that goal, you could really see what Arsenal were trying to do in this game. Just attack down that left-hand side. Martinelli and Zinchenko, rotating, exchanging the ball, really, really playing well. And most importantly, pinning Tariq Lamptey back in defense, making sure he doesn't get forward and cause trouble in behind our defense. After the early goal, Brighton did settle a little bit. We did not do too much. We looked very, very dangerous, but I don't think we caused Sanchez any real problems in between the first goal and the second. But oh boy, here comes the second. 2-0, my people. And it is Martin Odegaard. A corner comes in. Another sort of set play goal. We really are doing well this year on the set plays. The corner comes back out, and Odegaard, he sort of hits it on the half volley into the ground. It loops over all of the Brighton defenders and into the net. 2-0. Great time to get that goal. I believe it was in the 39th minute. But up until that point, Brighton were growing into the game a little bit more. This isn't a bad team, even with all their injuries. They were stifling Martinelli down that left-hand side as the first half went on, but getting that second goal was a big blow to Brighton. And that's how we ended the half. Really, really good. Very positive. We started the first half really, really well, and oh boy, that's exactly how we started the second half. 2 minutes in, 47th minute, we get our third goal at the Amex, and we are flying at the moment, my people. Absolutely beautiful. Thomas Partey, he plays a inch-perfect pass into Martinelli. He doesn't have to break stride at all, and just like against West Ham, he sort of works the defender, gets a tight shot, and Sanchez, he saves it, but he gives up the rebound, and Nketiah is a poacher at heart, and he puts it in. 3-0 to the Arsenal. I'm cruising. Well, just like after our first goal, Brighton started to grow into the game, more into the second half after they went down 3-0, and I did not really like the look of it. Tomiyasu, he comes on for Ben White. Arteta sort of rejigs the defense a little bit, and that may have unsettled the team, honestly, just a little bit, because we lost control about an hour into the match, and we were punished. Mitoma, I have said it before, my people, he is a problem. He did really well at the World Cup with Japan, and he gets one back for Brighton here. 3-1. Tomiyasu actually gets caught too narrow trying to cover for Saliba. Mitoma gets on the outside of him, and Saka, he can't cover in time. He slots past Ramsdale. 3-1. De Zerbi sent these Brighton players out with a pretty clear game plan. In the second half of the second half, when Tomiyasu came on, they were clearly targeting him. They saw that Saliba was a bit rusty, but Tomiyasu, honestly, he was a bit rusty as well. But we get our fourth, my people, and Odegaard with another brilliant pass. Woo! Right into the path of Martinelli, and Martinelli skins Lamptey, absolutely roasts him for pace, slams it past Sanchez. 4-1. Saliba's limited game time for the French at the World Cup really left him rusty. Against West Ham, he was rusty, gave away the penalty, although it wasn't entirely his fault. Tierney was out of position on that play, but on this one, 4-2. Brighton get back another. They fight back. They're such a fighting team. Even when we're up 3-0, I thought, oh, we really need to control this game because Brighton can get right back into it 4-2. They're back into it, and it's a long ball, really sloppy goal to give up. A long looping ball. It sort of bamboozles Saliba. It ricochets off of his knees and legs and gets into the path of Armstrong, who pokes past Ramsdale. Ugh, not liking this. That second goal came in the 77th minute. That left way too much time for them to get another. Or another. Or another. On 88 minutes, oh my goodness, my nightmares looked like they were coming true, my people, because Matoma's low shot beat Xhaka, and I think it deflects off of Holding past Ramsdale, and oh my goodness, I was tearing my hair out at this time because I was kind of panicking. All the Gunners know 4-4 at Newcastle, and I had that feeling in the pit of my stomach. Ugh, did not like it at all. Thank the good VAR gods that Matoma's back leg was offside in the build-up. The goal was chalked off. We're still up 4-2. In the end, that is the way it ended. We are 7 points clear because City dropped 2 points earlier in the day. 7 points clear at the top of the Premier League. Heading into New Year's, today the man of the match has to go to Martin Odegaard. I believe 2 assists and a goal. Oh, my goodness. My man is playing like a man possessed. The last 15 minutes were quite nervy. Mitoma, as I said, he's a problem. And he made those last 15 minutes very uncomfortable for us. But we bossed the majority of this game. We had control over the majority of it, even though the stats say that we only had about 38% possession. I felt that we dominated the game. I can't believe we dominated it with that little of the ball. Credit to the team. There was a bit of wobbly moments at the end, but we rode it out. And here we are, top of the league in New Year's. Happy New Year's. Thank you for sticking with me, my people. Please slap that like button, subscribe, and enjoy the festivities tonight. Take care.